Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
For more than 2 decades, the Russian president has been cultivating a strongman image. He's a judo master who rides horses, swims in a Siberian river, and scores goals in hockey against world champions. But in the past few months, that image has been challenged. Recent footage of the 69-year-old leader showed him coughing, puffy-faced, or walking with a stiff right arm, fueling speculation and questions from the media about his health after 2 years of pandemic isolation. In late July, intelligence officers shared their assessments.
There are lots of rumors, and as far as we can tell, he's entirely too healthy.
And the Kremlin has repeatedly said he's doing well. So amid the war in Ukraine, here's why Putin's every public appearance is being so closely scrutinized. First, consider that we're getting very little information from Russia on the president's well-being.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Unlike the White House that shares regular health updates for U.S. leaders,
President Biden is currently experiencing mild symptoms.
The Kremlin is very tight-lipped on the matter. So videos of a seemingly tired Putin sitting at the Victory Day parade, or holding the table with both hands during this televised update about the war in Ukraine, prompted comments by officials and news outlets around the world about his fitness. A top Ukrainian official told a TV channel that the Russian leader was sick.
Ми абсолютно це підтверджуємо. Він знаходиться в досить негарному психоемоційному та фізіологічному стані. Він дуже сильно хворий.
A Newsweek report claiming that American spies believed Putin had been treated for cancer was widely covered. So journalists have been asking Russian officials about it.
Comment va-t-il?
Я не думаю, что вменяемые люди могут увидеть в этом человеке признаки какого-то недуга или недомогания.
The Wall Street Journal couldn't independently confirm those reports, and the leader of a European country told us he believed Putin was healthy. Still, observers noticed that when Putin landed in Tehran, he seemed to walk stiffly, with his right arm hanging unnaturally. He also repeatedly coughed and cleared his throat during and after this trip, so much so that he spoke about it himself.
Вчера в Тегеране было очень жарко, плюс 38, а кондишн там шуровал как следует.
It's obviously hard to draw any conclusion from this type of footage, but it puts Putin's health in the spotlight, even making it a talking point at a major security forum and prompting Western intelligence chiefs to weigh in.
There's no evidence that Putin is suffering from serious ill health.
What footage from the past couple of years does show clearly is that the Russian leader appears to take his physical well-being seriously. That's what these extremely long meeting tables suggest. In the early days of the pandemic, Putin went into isolation in his residence outside Moscow. During 2 years, he mostly communicated with the outside world via video calls, like most leaders around the world. But even after he started attending more in-person events during Russia's war with Ukraine, most of the time, the public has been kept at a distance. The same goes for officials and world leaders, who've often been seated far away from him. This 16-feet-long table was seen several times during Putin's meeting with France's Emmanuel Macron and Germany's Olaf Scholz, among others. The Kremlin said it was keeping in place all the safety measures to protect the president from the coronavirus. The health of world leaders is always a matter of public concern. False reports recently claimed that the Ukrainian president was in intensive care, for example. But for Russia, heightened scrutiny of Putin's health also brings questions about how the country would be governed without its authoritative leader, at a time when he's at the center of global politics over the invasion of Ukraine. For decades, Moscow has worked hard to create an aura around one man as the country's main decision-maker, who's believed to directly approve almost all executive government decisions. The Kremlin said that Putin's decision-making powers are limited by the Russian constitution, and the president's spokesman has previously said Moscow isn't looking for a successor, and that means any contingency plan will likely remain a closely held secret.